Hi, it's your Coach Joe Lukacs. Welcome to your Practice Power Daily Coaching Minute. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to the 18th of April. Hey, let's talk about assistants, the other team members, the behind-the-scenes player that, quite frankly, a lot of times make or break us. And, you know, in my coaching work for over 20 years, what I've noticed is really two types of assistants, and I don't mean registered or unregistered. I really mean engines or anchors. And before I get into this topic for a minute or two, I want to first off say, look, I understand that some of you are independent, some of you work at major firms, some of you have a lot of control over your assistant in terms of whether they're on the team or not. I know others don't have as much control. So I just want to preface that up front. But I will say this. I don't care if you work for a big wirehouse or you're a soloist out there with a part-time assistant. At the end of the day, they report to you, you run them, they are an extension of you. So, if you're not satisfied with the performance of an assistant, how long do you tolerate it? Because here's what I find. In our industry, we tolerate it a lot longer than we should, and I'm using should specifically because I have seen throughout the years people for weeks, if not months, if not years sometimes, deal with a person that I know in my coaching work is just not the right person for them, and then they finally wake up one day, you know, they go through threshold, or it finally clicks on them, or something happens and they get rid of the person. You know, they graduate them. And the first thing they say to me, boy, I should have done that months ago, a year ago, or whatever. So my point I'm making to you today is you cannot tolerate mediocrity. And if you're in a situation where you just can't, you know, facilitate a change because you're at a big firm, then you've got to just be as what I call high standards, demanding, you know, hold people accountable to things. At the end of the day, it's your business and your success. Remember, for the most part, these are salaried people. And I'm not, before some of you sit there and say, well, I'm going to let my assistant see this. They are a vital member of your team. And like I said, they've got to be able to contribute. Not just today, but as you evolve, they have to evolve with you. And if they're not willing to raise their game, make changes, be more accountable, really, they treat it like a job, then that is always going to be a problem and a challenge and an issue. So at minimum, you want to be, like I said, you know, making sure that they have their, you know, what they have to do every month, their daily game plans. Look, I think at least once a month, if not once a quarter, you need to sit down with them and have a little team meeting. Look, here's what we're doing well. Here's some areas we need to improve. You need to always be re-messaging the awareness, whether you're happy with something and you're not happy with something. Do not tolerate. It costs you way too much money. It's way too stressful in our business, all right? If you have any questions, get a hold of me. Enjoy today's brain food, and I'll see you tomorrow for the end of the week.